Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel, part 184. So it's been a little over a week since the last cancel episode, and I kind of just let things stockpile, before I made another episode. I didn't want to, jump the gun or anything, but now I think enough has happened to where I'm like, all right, time to make another one of these. So we got one, I believe, four movies. Yeah, four movies to talk about this episode. None of the news is negative, by the way. All of them have been added to the release calendar, which has been a real theme um the past few months, really. I haven't talked a whole I haven't really mentioned a whole lot of delays because there's been really no big delays besides the last one I remember was the Marvels. That was the biggest delay. But besides that, it hasn't been much of anything really negative. So I mean, that's good, right? So yeah, let's talk about all these. So might as well do this first just to get it out of the way. This little movie from Viva Kids, Rally Road Racers, has a wide release date of 1,500 so theaters or screens for May 12th. So, yeah, May 12th. So we're in that. So it's literally sandwiched the weekend where it is sandwiched in between Guardians 3 and Fast X. Not exactly a great weekend to launch a movie, but that's the case for the second weekend of May. It's usually pretty rough. You can have a hit once in a while, but for the most part, it's a pretty lackluster weekend because I guess no one wants to come right after the big, opening movie of May. No one wants to do that, apparently. But yeah, this is a thing that I guess I'm going to talk about. Not exactly looking forward to it because, whatever. So this is from the same people of, I guess, from the Amazing more recent movie. I didn't even cover. I didn't even make a prediction video for it because I had no idea of its release, and it was a wide release. So hopefully, I don't make the same mistake twice. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Not much else to say about that. Now, this is a little more important. This is from Apple and Paramount. It's about Killers of the Flower Moon. The latest Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio collaboration alongside Robert De Niro. So it is getting a full on theatrical release this October. So it's gonna open limited the 6th of October and then go wide the 20th. And then once this theatrical run is done, it'll go to Apple TV Plus. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty big deal. I mean it's Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean these two together, it's gold, pure gold. I mean their last collaboration, was it Wolf of Wall Street? I think it was Wolf of Wall Street. That movie is just chef's kiss. That movie is fantastic. Not to mention the other collaborations, The Departed, Shutter Island. Trying to think of another. Was it Gangs of New York? I think it was Gangs of New York. So yeah, when these two collaborate, magic happens. And yeah, this definitely helps October a lot because October was looking quite dead for a long time. It still is kind of dead, but at least this helps out a lot. You have a big old prestige movie coming out in October. So yeah, this I say this is definitely a good thing, no doubt about it. So yeah, yeah. So that's that. So that happened last week. And so I had to wait a little bit longer before I could talk about other things. I guess what is this Dreaming Wild? Okay, I might as well. Okay, so I guess we're talking about five movies. Dreaming Wild from Roadside. It's gonna nationwide release on August 4th, which will be the same day as Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. So there's that. I doubt it'll do anything. This is from Roadside. They all their movies I've talked about, none of them have done even remotely well. I can't imagine this is going to be any different. But at least that's one more movie I'm going to be talking about this summer. So, yeah. So, let's move on from that. Now, for we got two things that happened today. First, also, again, Apple, our second Apple movie, we're talking about Napoleon from Ridley Scott. It has a November 22nd worldwide theatrical release. So it's coming out Thanksgiving weekend, right? Yeah. Yeah. Thanksgiving weekend, that Wednesday. So, yeah, and then after its theatrical run, it'll stream globally on Apple TV Plus. I say this is a smart strategy. It's better than just releasing this straight on Apple TV Plus because it feels like you are losing out on a ton of cash, or at least a little bit of cash, because obviously, I mean, Killers of the Flower Moon from Martin Scorsese, you are not going to dump Martin Scorsese on streaming. I know he had The Irishman on Netflix, but it was meant to be that way because they gave him full creative control with that. So yeah, but with yeah, so obviously Killers of the Flower Moon, they really want that to be a theatrical experience. Same here with Napoleon from Ridley Scott. I mean, sure, Ridley Scott, the past few years has been real iffy for him quality wise, but I mean, the man has made some legendary stuff, obviously. Alien, Blade Runner, Gladiator, The Martian, American Gangster. We and go on and on and on and on with him. So yeah, I say this definitely helps in November, gives it another big movie, and yeah, this one more movie I get to talk about that I wasn't sure I was going to talk about, but I'm glad I will be able to talk about it. I will be able to make a prediction video on it come November. So, yeah, excited about that. And that's not the only November movie that was added today. Got another one in the form of Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, which will come out the November 17th. So, this movie is weird. It's so this is based off of a fake trailer that was attached to a movie called Grindhouse in 2007. So Grindhouse it was like a two movie thing with Death Proof from Quentin Tarantino and Planet Terror from Robert Rodriguez, and it had this very gritty, grimy, old school, like B movie esque style to them. And it didn't do well financially because it's kind of a hard sell. It was very niche, but it got a cult following over time. And this is not the first time one of the fake trailers, because there was like a bunch of fake trailers attached to Grindhouse, and one of them was Machete, which got its own movie several years later, and now Thanksgiving is getting that same treatment. So, yeah, this should be interesting. I don't think it's gonna be as graphic as the original trailer, because I remember the original like fake trailer, and that thing. I don't know if you can release a movie like that nowadays. I think it goes a little. It's a little too much. I don't know if there is gonna go that far, but this is Eli Roth. This man made Hostel, so maybe it will go that far. Who knows? But I'll definitely be looking out for this movie, just out of pure curiosity, because I love Grindhouse. Mainly, I think Death Proof is the weaker of the two movies. I mean, I love Planet Terror. Death Proof is weaker, but it has some great moments too. So I'm very interested in this. I'll definitely be checking this out. I'm actually more excited about this movie than the Marvels, which should really tell you a lot. um, so yeah, and that's it. So we got two new November movies, got one new October movie, you got an August movie and a May movie. So yeah. Now it's time to play that favorite game, the game we all love. What will happen next? I mean, we're in April now. Why would anything change this late in the game? So all April should be just fine. Just fine. And then you got May. There's Guardians 3. I forgot what the movie was called. Well, I know Knights of the Zodiac is there. I see it there. The other movie, Valley I forgot what it was called. The one with the mice. I don't see it here. It'll probably be added eventually. Apparently, a movie called Hypnotic from Robert Rodriguez was added. I didn't talk about it, so yeah. So let's just so that happened. Then you got Fast X, Little Mermaid, all these other movies. Cross Spider Verse is supposed to get a new trailer tomorrow, so gonna I'll be very interested in that. Yeah, the rest of June looks fine. All these movies have advertising at this point. I know Asteroid City just got a trailer and a poster and everything. Still no trailer for Harold and the Purple Crayon. Seems like really late in the game to start a marketing campaign, which gives me the vibe that it's not gonna make it. It's not gonna come out June 30th, but we shall see. Then you got July. Insidious Spy, Mission Possible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Haunted Mansion, all these movies, yeah. And then you got August. There was Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, there's Meg 2, Gran Turismo. Blue Beetle just got a trailer today. I haven't seen it. I'm not exactly hyped about it. I'll probably be watching a trailer in front of a movie because I don't know. I don't think is there hype for Blue Beetle? I don't think there is. This has been, from what I've heard it's been dead silent when it comes to that movie. And oh man, like DC, we already had a huge bomb with Shazam 2. I don't know if Blue Beetle could do much better than that, but we'll see. But I don't know about it. Then that the rest of August here. Then September, everything here. Not much more else to say, really. October. Well, Killers of the Flower Moon is supposed to come out the 6th in limited release and then go wide the 20th. So that's not here yet. But yeah, the rest of October is pretty just lackluster, to say the least. Then you got November, Doom Part 2, Marvels, Hunger Games. There is Thanksgiving. And there's Napoleon right there. Boom. There they are. And I know Trolls Band Together just got a title and a trailer. I know that. I know Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes got like a teaser poster. So things are happening when it comes to these late 2023 movies. Magazine Dreams. Ooh, considering what's been going on with Jonathan Majors recently with his arrest, I'm not too confident it's gonna make. I'm not too confident it's even gonna release at this point. If things get worse, I don't see it releasing, but we'll see. But man, like my comments about Jonathan Majors, all 2023 has been really good for him. That aged like milk, absolute milk. Ooh, that's a big L for me. But we'll see what happens with that. My eyes are going to be peeled on what happens with Magazine Dreams, but the rest of December should be fine. And they got all these movies that will probably never release at this rate. Um, and then you got January, you got all these movies, you got February, you got March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Already talked about all these. And then you got 2025, all these. Yeah, and yeah, obviously a lot of the calendar is very empty. It's gonna get filled up in due time. I might as well just mention that like, it's bad enough that How to Train Your Dragon is gonna get a live action movie, but now we're getting a live action Moana movie. Moana is not even 10 years old. How to Train Your Dragon is 13 years old, so there's some nostalgia for that. But Moana, like, ooh, Disney are grinding my gears when it comes to these live action remakes. It's legitimately pissing me off. But I didn't get like a date or anything, so I'm not gonna make a video about it. But I just wanted to mention it because it happened today, and I was just like, "What? Why? No! Like, stop making all your animated movies live action. This is not. You do not need to do that. Like, ugh." So yeah, that's what the next 2 years look like. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage. All previous cancel episodes I made in the channel. It's now 184, including this one. So if you want to watch any of those episodes from beginning to now, you want to binge it all from beginning to now, highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. There's also box office predictions where I predict box office for movies. Wednesday, I get to do Air and the Super Mario Brothers movie, and then Friday I do Paint. So it's gonna be one of those weird weeks where I don't do all my prediction videos like on Friday or like very late, like early in the morning on Saturday. Get to do them midweek. So yeah, but Super Mario Brothers movie, that's expected to be a big movie. So that's pretty exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for those prediction videos. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made on the channel for this year or any other years I've been doing this, you can go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. March recap will come out next week after Easter. That is the plan. I'm more or less setting it in stone. Nothing should affect that. Nothing should change that. And oof, March was a month. It was a wild ride, to say the least. A lot of, dizzying highs and terrifying lows. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about. That's going to be a long video, a very long video. So, stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.